What is up, everyone? My name is Heavy Metal here, and today, you guys may be wondering, title, what is that mean? Don't support these guys. And sorry for the lack of content for the last 3 days. Well, not last 3 days. I mean, the last 2 days is because Friday I came home late. I don't know why, because I was out. I was out on Friday, and I didn't come home until like around 1, and of course yesterday I wanted to do a video, but I didn't have time to do a video. I mean, I did have plenty of time, but I was like, you know what, I'll just take the day off. And so I was planning on not doing a video the whole entire day. I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it as well. So you guys may be wondering, like, what does the title mean? Don't support these guys as well. Well, it's just pretty simple. It's a guy who it's a person that does bad things and then further like in music careers and all that stuff. So you guys may be wondering, what is up? Why is it that? It's because today you're gonna learn a horrible dark story about all these two people I'm gonna mention that I am gonna mention. Before I start, please, you're gonna start getting all disturbed. And then the first guy I'm gonna be mentioning, it will be on the first top. So it's gonna be, I'm just gonna tell the two guys about their birth of day, what they did as well, and this is gonna be more of a rock content as well. But the guy I'm gonna start with doesn't sound pretty much rock, but you guys will know what I'm gonna be talking. And so before I get started, I just want to say, please, you're gonna feel disturbed about all these horrible things that these men did as well. Of course, there is a lot of horrible things did in the rock and metal music, like how I'm just gonna wait, of course. So I'm gonna mention a few guys that are gonna be so terrible, and this should be locked away for good. And some of them are still in jail as well. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna say all this, but you guys are gonna feel disturbed. So if you can't watch any of the stuff, please go watch my other content where I explain more of the stuff. But if you like this content, but you're gonna feel disturbed, like I said, make sure you watch all my other content as well. I posted other content like in real life blogs as well. So yeah, guys, if you can't watch any of this stuff, please go watch my other content. But yeah, guys, so yeah, guys, please feel free to start. If you can't, please watch my other content. But anyway, guys, here we go as well. So the first guy I'm gonna be mentioning is, of course, Darby Vanity. I'm pretty sure you guys knew who Darby Vanity is, but before we get started, I'm just gonna go in here. I'm not gonna play while I talk, because I'm having my phone all the way over here. But I'm gonna mention his birth date as well. So Darby Vanity, also known as Jesus Born Torrance Darby Vanity as well. He was born in 1984 as well, September 5th, 1984. So this year he's 37 years old as of 2021 as well. Birth of place he was born is in North Carolina, but moved to Orlando, Florida as well. He has one sibling. He has a relationship status as a single as well. And the band that he was in, a popular group known as Blood on the Dance Floor as well. I'm not gonna go into deep. I'm just gonna explain for what he has done. So yeah, basically I'm just gonna explain it. Blood on the Dance Floor was a electronics music group from Orlando, Florida, formed in the year 2006 as well. So the long status line was from 2009 to 2016 was Darby Vanity and Jay Morehouse, born in 1991 as well. So eventually their genres in Blood of the Dance Floor was electricity, electrocore, dance pop, and Concord. So, and then they started from 2006 to 2016, and then the following year, 2017, until the 2019 as well. So here, you're gonna feel disturbed when I say all these words that you're gonna feel disturbed. Actually, what I'm doing, you're gonna feel free. You're gonna feel disturbed for what you're about to hear as well. Since the allegations first surfaced in 2009, at least 21 women, 21 women have made an assaulted and child molester, and you heard me right. Hold on, let me close this door so no one can hear me. You heard me right. He at least have 21 women made sexual assault, child molested, and rape allegations against vanity as well. So yeah, guys, this is why I said don't support any of these guys as well, because if you're gonna be like that, you have to be locked up in jail for good as well. And the first one I'm gonna mention is the worst. So let's just keep on saying this. And he also abused of one of the members, Jay Vaughn as well. Chris Hansen, who wrote a journalist about it as well. If you want to hear more about all this stuff about Darby Vanity and stuff, I'm gonna leave a link down below if I can remember what happened. But like I said, don't support Darby Vanity. He's a bad man. He's a child molester, and he's a pedophile. Well, and so yeah, guys. So that's the reason why Blood on the Dance Floor is hated. It's because of all that disgusting bullcrap that he did. So yeah, that's why you shouldn't support guys like that as well. And like I said, the first guy, the top guy is gonna be much worse than him as well. You guys are not ready for this. But if you don't know what Blood on the Dance Floor is, well, they're not really much rock and all that stuff. They were part of the Warped Tour scene. So, and then they played with a lot of cool Warped Tour bands as well. But yeah, like I said, you can support the band, but just don't support the artist that does all that type of crap as well. But Darby Vanity is a bad man. Don't support him. I hate him, and I hate Blood on the Dance Floor. I had the best explanation I tried to have, but if you want more explanation, I'm gonna leave a link down below to where you can hear all the stories behind him and stuff. But I hate him, and I hate Blood on the Dance Floor. I'll never listen to the Blood on the Dance Floor. So the second guy I'm gonna be mentioning was a guy from the 80s, and it was part from the 90s, and it was a popular man. Was a man in what's it called? And it was a man that he was part of the band Mayhem as well. I'm pretty sure half you guys heard this. I'm pretty sure half you guys have heard this. But if you guys don't know what I'm referring to one of the bass players of Mayhem, known as Varg Vigenson as well. So, if you guys don't know who he is, well, he was part of the basses for the band. He was part of the basses for the band as well, and he was also another co-founder of another band, Burzum, from 1991 to 1999 as well. So you guys are gonna feel really disturbed on this. So I'm gonna mention his birth date here. Varg Vigenson was born to Louis Catras. Better known as Varg Vigens. Was born on February 11th, 1973. That makes him 48 years old. I mean, not 48. Yeah, 48 years old as well. And Burzum, Norway as well. You're gonna feel all disturbed that Mayhem did as well. I'm pretty sure half you guys heard the story, but I'm pretty sure half you guys didn't hear the story behind. So it's the year 1987. The band Mayhem is formed as well. You're gonna hear all of the crazy stuff I'm gonna mention as well. In 1991, their lead vocalist, Dead, committed suicide. yeah, he did commit a suicide because through all the depression stuff that he's been going through as well. So he committed suicide with a shotgun as well. And one of the family members, Euronymous, he found Dead's body instead of calling the police about it. I'm pretty sure you guys seen the movie Lords of Chaos, that loosely based on what happened. You know, not all the events in there are true, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna hear this as well. So I know committed suicide. That's crazy. If you need someone help, if you need help talking, if you don't want to commit suicide, talk to National Suicide Hotline as well. But yeah, guys, that's crazy. But yeah, so and then Euronymous, like I said earlier, took photos of him as well and used it for their bootleg copy, Dawn of the Black Hearts as well. And so I know that's crazy, bro. So so they needed to find another vocalist as well, and then they did find another vocalist as well. So yeah, eventually after that, and then they went back to normal how it was before. But you're gonna hear much of crazier crap than you're gonna hear crazy crap I'm gonna mention as well. So I'm pretty sure if you've seen the movie Lords of Chaos, but I'm pretty sure you guys know what it is. Foster Drummer. I think I mentioned it right, or I think it's Euronymous. While he was out, some homo guy decided to trying to get with him as well, but Euronymous didn't like that. Instead of stabbing him 30-something times as well, and stabbed that man 37 times as well. And so when Euronymous called Varg as well, he got death threats by him, and go over to his house and stab him 22 times in front of his apartment as well. So that's crazy, bro. And he was sentenced to I don't know how many years he was sentenced, but he got out in the year 2009 as well. But so yeah, guys, that's crazy. I mean, if you're a fan of Mayhem, I'm pretty sure you guys know what really happened. But if you're not a fan of Mayhem, rewind it and I'll explain what happened. But yeah, guys, don't really support him as well. I mean, you might like him from Burzum as well, because that was another band he performed, but as a solo artist as well. So yeah, guys, that's kind of crazy. Stabbing a founding guitarist 22 times. I think he was sentenced 16 years as well. I think he was sentenced to 16 years. I don't know how many years it was, but I know he got out in the year 2009, and people recognize him as the man who killed one of the co-founders of Mayhem as well. So yeah, don't really support him as well. Oh my god, bro. You're gonna feel all crazy about this, and you're gonna feel disgust about this as well. But the number one man that really disgusts people the most is the man no other than Ian Watkins from the band Lost Prophets. Yep, Ian Watkins from the band Lost Prophets. You might guys know what really happened. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know what really happened. But I'm explaining you this. If you don't know what really happened, you're going to feel really disgust and all that stuff. So, before we get into all the criminal stuff that he did, before we started explaining all the criminal stuff, we're gonna have to mention his birth date and all the earlier stuff he did before he became what he became. So, right, Ian. All right. Oh wait, no, not that one. I searched up the wrong Ian Watkins as well. You might be wondering, wait, there's a... Alright, hold on. Okay. So the guy, Ian Watkins, was born on July the 30th. Before we go, his full name is Ian David Christian Watkins. Was born in Marytown, the UK as well, on July the 30th, 1977. So you're gonna feel disgust after. Before he did all that stuff, he was a really good, cool dude. Like, before all the stupid stuff he did. And so during high school, they formed a thrash metal band. I don't know what it was called, but they found one of the other co-founders of the band, Lost Prophets as well. Before Lost Prophets was formed, it was a side project that was named Lost Prophets as well. So before, when Lost Prophets performed as well, they had all the members of the original Lost Prophets members as well. Oh, I think one of the bands that he formed before it was called Public Distrust. That was from 1995 to 1988. So the original Lost Prophets members. So the original Lost Prophets members were Mike Cabin, Lee Gaze, Mike Lewis, Jamie Oliver, Jamie Oliver, Stuart Richard, Ian, I don't know how you say the name with two I's as well, or two L's, I don't know. Ian Rubin, DJ Speck, Luke Johnson, and of course Ian Watkins as well. They released 4 albums. The Fake Sound Progress, Start Something, Literate Transfer, The Betrayal, and Weapons. I think it was Weapons. Yeah, it was just Weapons. And one of the songs from Living in Transgression was a song named Rooftops as well. So that was a popular song that was a popular song that the emos love as well. But you're gonna really feel really disturbed in this as well. But yeah, you guys are not gonna be ready for this as well. So in December, in late 2012, in December in that year as well, Watkins, you guys are not ready for this as well. Watkins was charged multiple sex offenders against minors, infants, animals. Animals is all that well. So you guys may be, wait, what? Yep, guys, that's crazy. So yeah, basically he was charged with Cliff Mancy courts with corpusely engaged with a sexual act with a 1-year-old girl, and possessions or distributor of an indecent images of children and extreme animal pornography as well. Watkins is currently sitting he's currently sitting at the HM prison Walkfield since 2018 as well. He's currently sitting there as well. So, and he was remain in custody until the following year, March 11, 2013 as well. The case was adjourned until May as well. The trial is date set for July the 15th at 3 June. He denied as well. On June 6th, it was announced that the trial will start on November the 25th. So, Watkins was pleased to attempted rape and assault of a child under 13 as well, but not guilty to rape. This was accepted the prosecutor as well. He further plead guilty to three accounts of a sexual act involving children, 6 accounts in making or possession images of children, and one account of screen possession of pornography image involving a sex act on an animal as well. His victims include a baby boy. If you guys misheard me wrong, yes, a baby boy as well. He was sent text message to the mother of one of the victims that said, "If you belong with me, so does your baby as well." So that's pretty crazy as well. So I'm not gonna go into detail on that. If you want to read it, go on Wikipedia or you can find it as well. So yeah, guys. So he was sentenced Watkins to 29 years in prison after profaning serving the 3rd times in his prison, following the 6 years of suspension release as well. And his 2 co-founders, the mother of his victims, respectively sentenced to 14 and 70 years imprisonment as well. After all that stuff, in March of 2018, Watkins was found with a mobile phone, pleading not guilty of absence of possession of phone in prison. claiming that the other prisoners was threatening and exhausting him, forcing him to hide the phone after a 5-day trial in Leeds Crown Court as well. In August of 2019, he was convicted and sentenced to an additional 10-month imprisonment as well. So during all that time as well, and he was sentenced. So in the following year, Lost Prophets canceled all their tour dates and disbanded in October of 2013, before the end of the Watkins trial as well. And in June of 2014, the following year, the remaining members joined an American singer, Ricky. Okay, sorry about that as well. Let me repeat that. In June 2014, the remaining members joined an American singer, Rick. I don't know how you say it, Rickleoff. I don't know how you say it. I'm sorry, pronounce names. To form a new band called No Division as well. So that's pretty crazy, bro. Like I said, do not support these fellas right here. During this time, like when Watkins found out that they formed a new band as well. So when he found out all that stuff, they disbanded and they joined with an American singer to form their new band, No Division as well. So yeah, guys. So when the band No Division was formed, like in the following year, earlier that year, that drummer Luke Johnson left the band and Philip and so yeah, guys, Luke Johnson when it was part of the band, left. Same thing with Jamie Oliver, who also left the band as well, and their member Mike Lewis also left the band too. As well, but he is still part of the band as well. Just in past members. So the original members were still part is Lee Garris as well. He was a guitarist for Lost Prophets as well, and Stuart Richardson, he was also part. He was part of the band Lost Prophets, but he was part of the band Lost Prophets as well. So he would play. He was the bass. So a bass player and a guitarist was part, and a drummer. And so and Jamie Oliver, who also played the keyboard as well. So this is why I said do not support these fellas, is because they really do bad things, not just like him as well. So when it's part of when you're especially part of a musician band as well, whether it be rock, metal, or electric or whatever it's called, bro, these men have to be put away for good as well. Well, Watkins is already put away for good as well. Darby Vanity was already put away for good, but he got released out and all that stuff. But and also Var Vigason, the part of the bassist Mayhem as well, was in imprisonment, but he got out in 2009 and all this stuff.
Take up your weapon and salute.
So yeah, guys, like I said, do not support these fellas as well. You might be a fan, but if you, like I said, I already told you guys the true dark story about these guys. These are one of the most dangerous musicians in the world as well. So yeah, like I said, don't support these fellas. Yeah, don't support these fellas. You might be a fan, like I said, but don't support these fellas. You might support the band as well, but don't support, like I said, don't support these guys right here. Don't support two lead singers, and yeah, don't support these two lead singers as well, and a bassist as well. And speaking of lead singers, we have like one more guy that is like the worst like almost worst guy as well. And then after, so yeah, guys. So we're gonna talk about one more guy, and that one more guy is part of one of my favorite metalcore bands as well. Is part of my favorite metalcore bands as well. So, and that man is no other than Tim Lambesis as well. Yep, Tim Lambesis. Tim Lambesis, also was born Tiffany Peter Lambesis as well. Was born on November the 21st, 1980 as well. So about to be 41 years old as well. But you're gonna learn about the true undark told story. You're gonna hear from this guy as well. But when during this time when he was born, like I said, born on November the 21st, 1980, in Scotland, Arizona as well. And he's best known for the vocalist for the American metalcore band As the Light Died. As the Light Died was founded in 2000, formed in San Diego, California as well. Now you may be wondering, wait, San Diego? One of my favorite bands is in San Diego. Well, most of the members are either from San Diego or from California, or half of the members, like Tim Lambesis, was from Arizona as well. And you guys may be wondering why I talked about this band earlier. Talked about this band like a while ago, saying that this band was really hated because of his Christianity as well. But you're gonna learn about the true undark story that you're gonna hear, guys. So you guys may be wondering what is the untrue dark story is you're gonna hear from this man. Like I said earlier to all the other guys, you might be a fan, but like I said, don't support these guys, even though, like I said, you're a fan as well. So, I'm not gonna explain about his personal life like I did to the others, but you're gonna hear for the untrue dark story as well. So in the year was 2013 as well. Lambesis was arrested in 2013 after attempting to hire an undercover cop officer to murder his wife as well. Yep, one of his former wives one of the wives that he was truly in love, that would attempt to kill her as well, or attempt to have a hitman kill her as well. Why is he doing it? Because first off, there was a whole drama of family fights with him and his wife as well, saying that kept like heard on something that saying that he spending all his money on tattoos and all the other stuff as well. I mean, having your body covered full in tattoos, I mean, that looked pretty cool, but either times, I don't think covering your body with tattoos is probably a good idea, but that would look cool as well. I mean, I seen some guys like Alex Terrible, Oliver Sykes from Bring Me the Horizon, and Mitch Lucker, rest in peace, from Suicide Silence, have his whole body tattooed as well. But we're not here to talk about them. We're here to talk about Tim Lambesis as well. So yeah, there's a whole drama family fight about them as well. And then they were arguing right in front of their adopted kids as well. Instead of having their own kids, they have adopted kids as well. So all that time as well, so yeah, guys, he was arrested in 2013 after attempt to hire an underground police officer to yep, that's what you heard, an underground police officer. Lambesis, the man at his gym, asked him to hire a hitman but he didn't know that hitman was an underground cop as well. So that cop that Lambesis was talking to, he mentioned gave them a lot of cash, a photo of the wife of him, and about her current address that she was in, but he knew that but he didn't know that was an underground cop as well. So the underground cop talked to all his buddies about Lambesis as well. So he was arrested in 2013 after attempting to do that as well. So in the following year, in 2014, he was plead guilty and sentenced to 6 years imprisonment, and he was released on parole in December in 2016 as well. And after all that, he went back and rejoined Azalea Dying for the current all that stuff. So yeah, guys, that is a pretty crazy story. So yeah, guys, like I said, these were the craziest men I ever heard for my entire life, and half of those men were from my favorite bands as well. Was part of my favorite bands as well. Also, I'm not a huge Mayhem fan. I'm not a huge Blood on the Dance Floor band. I still hate Darby Vanity, and I still hate Blood on the Dance Floor as well. So these were the most disturbing and disgusting men ever to live on the planet as well. One is already still in imprisonment after I don't know how you say it. After what's it called? After 8 years being in prison as well. Watkins, like I said, is currently remaining inside the prison until the year 2042 as well. So if you guys did the math as well, if you guys did the math, it will take like some type of, I don't know how many years until he comes out. But yeah, guys, like I said, these were the most disturbing and disgusting men on the human planet as well. And I'm glad that one of those men are still remaining in prison. And also, like I already mentioned about their album Lateral Tenation. And when I was watching, where I got all this info from. Well, half of the info I got mentioned were all either from YouTube, Google, and Wikipedia as well. Well, I got all these info, like I said, is about from all the iceberg videos that I've been watching as well. Well, there was this one iceberg video I was watching that was from Pedro Lopez. Not a shout out. What I told about this man is he's pretty good at explaining things as well. Well, in the final part of the iceberg video, they already mentioned about the Mayhem murders. They already mentioned about Darby Vanity, and they already mentioned about Ian Watkins as well. Like I said, I'm not a shout out to him. What I think he just said is pretty cool content as well. So yeah, like I said, if you already feel disturbed, I'm so sorry, but I had to do it as well. So yeah, like I said, these were the most disgusting and disturbing men to live ever on the planet as well. And after one man still being in prison for the last 8 years as well, and especially if they were they were Welsh as well. Of course, there is people in the UK, either British and Welsh and all that stuff. Either like I said, if you're from the, I heard some stories about people in the UK being homophobic as well. Yeah, being like I said, homophobic. Like when I meant about being gay in the UK, being lesbian in the UK, and all that stuff. So, yeah, guys. So, like I said, if you did watch, if you already watched the Lords of Chaos movie, like I said, some of the events in there are not true, but I'm pretty sure half the events in there are true as well. But yeah, like I said, these are the most disgusting and disturbing men to be ever live on a planet as well. And I'm glad half those men are still. I'm glad one of those men are still in prison for the last 8 years. And also, you're gonna hate me for this, but I do own one of Lost Prophets album. The elaborate I forgot how you say. It's their third album as well. But I'm pretty sure you guys will know what I'm talking about. If you guys want to find Lost Prophets CDs, I would just go on eBay, Amazon. You can look all their. You guys may be wondering why is Blood on the Dance Floor music not on Spotify and Lost Prophets music's not on Spotify. Well, I already mentioned about all the stuff that they did as well. Well, Lost Prophets album, I think it's their 2010 album that's already in there as well. But yeah, like I said, these are the most disturbing and disgusting men to ever live on the planet. Well, all these men are still alive. They don't mean they need to die or anything like that. I'm pretty sure some who are still a fan, and pretty sure they already know what happened as well. Like I said, I hate you, Darby Vanity. If you're watching this, I really hate you so much. But yeah, like I said, don't support these men. You might support the band, but yeah, like I said, I'll leave a link. We'll leave a link down below to where they have better explanation about all these men right here. Darby Vanity, Varg Vigerson, Ian Watkins, and Tim Lambesis as well. So yeah, guys. So these, like I said, these are the disgusting and these are the most disgusting and disturbing men to ever live on the planet as well. So don't support these fellas. You might be a fan, like I said, but don't support these fellas. Don't ever support these guys right here. These are the most disgusting and disturbing men to ever live on the planet. Well, I hope you guys got through this content with me. This was very dark, disturbing, and you're gonna feel disgust. Well, speaking of Ian Watkins, he was after all that stuff, he was known as a pedophile as well. And same thing with Ian Watkins. I mean, same thing with Darby Vanity being known as a pedophile as well. So I hope you guys got through this content with me. I know it was you feel disturbed, disgusting, and all that stuff. I will leave a link if I can remember. I will leave a link for you to watch the rise and the fall of Blood on the Dance Floor, where they have better explanation at it. But yeah, guys. So if you like this content, please hit the subscribe button. I'm planning on doing more of these in the future. Yeah, guys, I will leave a link down below where they have better explanation at this as well. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Alright, guys, goodbye.